She take my money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger and way over town. That thing's on me.
Hey, ladies and jerks.
Welcome
Hello,
back.
everyone.
New
Hey,
friends,
everybody.
new upcoming mods.
Hey, ladies and jerks.
We got an echo.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry. So me. I forgot to turn that thing down. All right. So somebody can talk while Soup and I paste these in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're working on getting people that were blocked.
Somehow they weren't
try-
on the block list.
Yeah, so we're trying to use
No
their
worries.
YouTube URLs and trying to get it fixed.
Yeah, we'll just make them mods.
Make
More
them mods
friends.
and
Yeah, these are good quality people anyway. So, okay, BS, you're ready to go. It's funny in all the grief that someone could find the time to do this.
no, you're okay, but block. I see you.
Yeah. Somebody thought they pulled a quick one. Well, they kind of did. Hey, Daphne. May Hazel.
Poppy,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Trolls.
That is exactly right, Justin. We don't block here.
Poppy,
Right.
you're good to go.
The rest
Only-
of you, if you're listening, I need y'all to copy and paste your links in that.
Yeah, if you're not seen in chat.
Yeah, the
copy
weird
your
thing is it's not
YouTube.
even showing up on the block list. That's the
Yeah.
strange part.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
we'll figure
so
it out.
somebody went a little crazy, I guess, and I think we have an idea of what happened. And a lot of people were blocked that shouldn't have been, and they're not even showing up on our block list or our Google block list. So,
Oh, cracking asses is blocked too. All right, there you go. There's a wrench for you.
cracking asses.
Who blocked Kraken? Come
I can
on.
see her.
As if any of
Who's
us
gonna fart in
block
chat?
cracking.
She was kidding.
Oh,
Oh, I
But it
was wondering
funny.
who was going to stink up the chat without her. Somebody's got to be.
Angel talks
In
too fast.
chat,
We see
tooting
you.
away.
I can see you in chat.
Yep, Bex, we see you. Oh,
Linda
Chris,
Marie, I see you.
How does it happen?
We know how it happened. We've got an
Yeah.
idea.
Well, I'm not sure how it happens and they not end up on the block list. That's odd.
Well, I'm sure
Cindy's
there's
comment is cracking me up. I need to get
exploiters.
home. I've been with Larry too long today.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
We see you, Danny.
She just wants to hang with her jerks and her jerk friends.
I love Larry. He is. the
Larry's
sweetest
really
man.
cool.
He is.
Larry is very, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have no idea, Chris. No clue, but ain't gonna stop us. Can't stop, won't stop.
Nope. Yes, I can see you, Glitter Queen.
Yes, Glitter Queen, we see. Oh my God, do you think she would have been the first one blocked?
Not by us.
Not by us, of course.
Whoever the crappy person was that went in there and did that.
Maybe it's just a weird glitch. Who knows? Strange.
yeah. I've
Strange that
never
they wouldn't
seen
be
a
on the
glitch
list.
like
That's
that.
weird.
That weird glitch was very selective.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Yep.
But how did they not end up on the block list? Very strange. I'll have to look
Can
into
I
that.
take a
Well,
moment
we're
to
gonna
shout
figure
a
it out.
fan out?
Oh, yeah, we will. You
Can I take a moment to shout out to a fan?
can
Yes.
have all the moments you want,
Please
Pearl.
do.
Angie
Give 'em a shout out.
K. Angie K, you were under True Crime Watchdogs comments calling me a chav. Thank you for the compliment, because as you know, a chav is a young person in this
No.
country, even if most people associate it with low social status and poor education. Nevertheless, it's a young person, so I salute you.
What is it? A chav?
A what?
Yeah, it's an insult. It's an insult in the UK, and she made a big point of calling me a chav. Obviously meant to insinuate that I am of low social stature and low social education and low
Shit.
technical education.
Wow,
but
she
also
doesn't know
young
you at
person.
all.
You don't know girl at all. That's embarrassing. Why would you say something that stupid? You just embarrassed yourself.
It's just an easy insult to reach for. I don't take it seriously, but I thank you for the
was-
youthful aspect of the insult. And
That
thank
was
you.
embarrassing for them, though, because they don't.
Okay, Donnie, babe, you're good to go.
All right, I'm getting more of them.
You don't understand, lady. She works for the Inland Revenue. She's a very serious person.
Oh my.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Let me make sure I got everybody.
That's right, Justin. Do you see what Justin said? She apparently doesn't know English accents. You definitely don't have a low status accent.
No, this woman
does
is
not.
highly educated.
Highly educated. That's why she's here.
Duh.
I'm not a snob anyway. I don't judge people by their accents as long as I can understand them. I mean, I can just about understand Enchanted Life Path completely.
You
so I'm
can?
doing okay.
Wow, you could really do some
Do you know the work you could do for this community that doesn't?
mhm. Translating? Yeah.
You could have a channel just translating what he's saying. For
Okay.
all of you, and you all know who you are, make sure you copy your links or paste your links so I can get them, okay?
Indy and Sweet Tea, we're good to go.
Yes, I'd like to thank everybody in all the different communities and comments that I've seen who's expressed concern for Cindy and expressed affection and prayers for the situation with her son. It's very much appreciated.
It really
Yes,
is. You
it
all
is.
really did come together, even if we're not on the same team or whatever you want to call it. Y'all really did come together for Cindy, and it didn't go unnoticed.
Hi,
Hey, Scott H.
Yeah, and you know, everybody likes to throw around the word like in terms like hate bonding, like, oh, everybody's hate bonding. I love how all of YouTube came and like love bonded over Cindy.
That's been really nice to see. I was
Yes.
so happy to see how much support that she's gotten around here.
Yeah, I don't think
She
she
deserves it.
realizes how many
Well,
people know and love and appreciate her.
I don't know anybody that dislikes Cindy. Everybody likes Cindy.
Mhm.
people had dumb things to say before they have the opportunity to hear Cindy's side of the story. So that was part of the
Tammy.
problem. And the dumb stuff seemed to stop once they understood, wait, there's another side to this. Let's
But
But
hear
we
the
all know
rest
that
of
was
it.
intentional, trying to get ahead of the narrative.
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
still
and
don't
not talking.
understand that it doesn't matter what Cindy said or did. Cindy is not emotionally well. She's
Okay,
not
my turn.
emotionally capable. Go on.
My turn to give a shout out to a fan. Hey, Kim. Okay,
Kim
Kim
in Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
An actual
Mine is
fan.
Tammy.
I'm her favorite.
I'm Tammy's favorite for sure. Hey, Iris.
I make
Indy.
Pearl laugh. That's all I need. I'm good.
I love to hear Pearl laugh.
So do I.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time she gave me a dressing down because I made her spit an orange segment in the floor. That was the best day of my life.
You don't realize what a difficulty that is.
Oh, that's
when you
right. That did happen.
When you actually have a disability and it's a hassle to get up and you spit a section of tangerine across the floor, you think, great, that's too far away for the grabber stick. I can't hook it with the snooker cue. I'm going to have to get up and get it. That's a pain in the ass.
I would say that I'm sorry, but
I could just see the unfortunate incident of me leaving it on the floor and the next person to come in with a tea tray having an unfortunate slippage accident.
I'll explain it later, Ray. Someone thought they were slick, though. Hey, Sky Z. You know what, Sky Z? Me and you go back a ways. Sky Z.
Hi,
She was on my
Skyzy.
panel one time, or not panel, in my chat one time, when I had Diet Melanin on there. Now, Tammy, you know Diet. Oh, poor old Sky. She was like, what kind of chat have I walked into?
Hey,
Hey,
KB.
hypocritical.
I'd like to put a special shout out to KB, who I did not know before everything kicked off. I've only got to know recently, who was somebody who lost a very dear family member. And when Tiffany only had exploratory sort of went to see a doctor because it could possibly be the same thing, she quite happily spilled KB's niece's story out there to exploit for drama. KB's niece unfortunately passed on. So
I'm
this was
sorry,
really,
KB.
really hurtful to KB.
We're sorry, KB.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but people will use anything if they want to. They don't care who they hurt as long as they've got a good story. I mean, I know lots of people have been critical about how we we went in on Tiffany when Tiffany came in. What you need to understand the context of that. It wasn't just a matter of Tiffany coming in and standing up for Ziggy, and therefore we kicked off. We had seen months and months and months of Tiffany attacking Ziggy, sending her text messages, being emotionally destructive, and also calling out individual people who were subs of Ziggy's whenever they were in other chats. So when Tiffany came in, doing a whole Mother Teresa act, there was no way we were going to take that. So yeah, it did kick off quite a bit, but that's why there was a huge amount of context behind it.
Mm-hmm. This is true. Yeah, it wasn't just Tiffany came in, so
What Justin said.
I know, right? A lot of people wasn't, but a lot of people that don't know, they were. It wasn't like Pearl said, she came in, so we just decided to sound off. There has been a history there with Tiffany. We've all watched her be very evil towards a lot of people, and Ziggy being one of them. And it's just, she thought she was going to prance her silly dizzy ass in here, windmilling for Ziggy, and everything was going to be okay. No, Tiffany, it ain't like that. You're not getting any love here. Nobody fears you over here. You're not respected at all. You've got your cult over there. Keep it over there.
And
We're
also,
not
if
trying
we
to
want
catch
to
it.
kick off, no, but if we want to kick off at someone, well, that's our choice to do it. It's our channel. If you don't like it, leave.
That's exactly right. And I heard what she said. It's so funny to me, Tiffany, talking about us the other day, which she really quickly put on members only. She's scared. But she said that we're the type of people that would make people unalive themselves. Seriously,
Yes, she
Tiffany,
said that.
if you don't shut up, you are the most vile, evil, soulless person that I've seen in any sector.
Tiffany, you want to get all spiritual about this? I suggest you go back to your Bible and look up that handy-dandy little verse about not trying to take the speck out of your brother's eye when you have a plank in your own.
That part, yes. That would be a good place to start. Tiffany, you don't have any leg to stand on, and it might throw out your fragile little hip.
I was going to say, unfortunate choice of terminology.
But when it comes to talking about people being a bully or being mean, girl, you really shouldn't even approach that topic. I could easily put together a collage of videos that you have done and talk to a lot of people that you have done dirty, and you'd be done.
I think somebody actually already did that.
Did they?
Yeah. A couple people.
Yeah.
And also our title, Revenge of the Button Bitches. Well, apparently these buttons tend to trigger some people, so
I know.
they're staying.
I knew they
We've
would.
thought about other things, but
in the
I guess the buttons are here to stay.
When I said, no, we all need the same profile picture, it'll drive people crazy.
And that it did.
And you were right.
It did. But it only drives the weirdos crazy, so I'm okay with that. There's a lot of weirdos around here. There is.
I don't
But,
know why
yeah.
people are so upset with our channel. I really don't. We just come on here and have a good time, cut up, talk about things going on in the community, in the world, keep it pushing. But clearly we have struck
Struck a
some
nerve.
nerve. Yeah,
I'm okay with that too.
I am too.
Same.
You gotta
And we'll
have
keep
thick
doing it.
Yeah.
High
you
five,
gotta have
ladies.
thick skin to be on here, and that I have. So good luck.
Cindy C, I must admit, I listened to somebody else's clip of us talking to Tiffany, and it really made me laugh to hear it back. Much more than in the moment. I enjoyed it second time around even better.
I know.
I've listened to it a few times, and I enjoy it every
saw it
time.
on some
I think of more stuff I could have said to her.
Me too. And I sounded like a damn psycho when she first came in. I was like,
You wait right there while I go get my coffee.
Okay. All right. I think the issue is fixed because flip flops no longer blocked. So
Lip locked was blocked?
not lip locked, flip flop.
Flip flop was blocked?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's clear.
If anybody else has any problems, email us.
Yeah.
We'll get it
Okay.
straightened out.
Can keep your wrenches. They look good anyway.
For anybody though that has wrenches, one thing we don't is block, unless who is it? Frosty, Levitt, and racist.
And porn box.
You know,
And
the garbage of the community.
Homophobia and transphobia is not welcome either.
No.
Yeah. Otherwise, we ask that you just delete ugly comments, but don't block people, please.
Yeah.
And if you
Guys,
have an
is it
issue,
me? I don't mind the porn box. Sorry. I don't mind them at all.
She loves a good porn
Leave
bot.
them. Yeah, leave them.
Hey,
You can block
Is the wild
mods. You can block porn bots. Don't worry about it. She'll be okay.
Hey,
yeah, I would
everybody.
say if you've got an issue with somebody who is
Hey, I can't talk
a member
very
of the
good. I'm losing my voice.
LGBTQ community, engage with what you have that's an issue, not with their identity. That's all I would say.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice, so I probably won't be talking too much.
I know you
Okay.
and Tanga are struggling and Harley.
Yeah.
too.
I
Contrary
should
to
have called it the
popular
COVID circle this
belief,
week.
we really are sick.
I don't have COVID, but probably I feel as bad as I do.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, J. Marie. And if you use that pie crust recipe, I demand a photo.
Yeah, I saw you posted that.
Yeah. Oh my God. So many people were asking for that last night. We were talking about it in another chat, and I said, you cannot make pie with a store-bought pie crust. You have to make your own pie crust.
Yeah, it looked like it would be a good recipe.
But yeah, there's so many tricks. Your ingredients have to be ice cold. Your butter, your water, and vinegar helps stop.
Oh, wait,
gluten from
Scott
forming.
H knows who Levitt is? I didn't know that.
Oh, of course he knows who he is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Scott H knows everything about everyone.
He knows all the things.
He knows all the business.
Lip locked. I've got this picture in my mind now of you glove puppeting a turkey. And you say your elbows deep.
Yeah.
Lip lock knows what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just put my small turkey in the oven tonight. We get, instead of cashing our store points for gas points, we cash them in for turkeys. So we have like 8 turkeys, and the small one is going to be a feast for the outside cats. And whoever else shows up.
Everybody's in. Everybody agrees. Yes,
And whoever else shows up.
Yeah, the possums,
The raccoons.
Don't mention a damn deer.
No, I don't think they eat turkey.
You're
We
s-
have problems with.
She is still
Oh,
upset
yes.
with a drunk deer that hit her.
Let me tell
Yes.
y'all what happened. I'm
Tell
just going to tell you. I'm a driver. I'm on the road a lot. Okay. The other morning, about 7:30, a deer rose up out of the ground, practically. It's what it was like. And me and the deer collide. Long story short, anyway, that deer got up and left.
No. You got to tell them about how you had to pee on the side of the road. Come on, tell the whole
Well,
story.
I was about to bust, okay, after I called 911 3 times, the idiots. So I go over to the Dollar General to go use the bathroom. I had to go pee. By the time I come back, that deer had left. It ran off.
Hit and run.
Yeah, hit and run. But anyway, company policy, even if it's not your fault, you got to go take a drug test. So I guess the deer was drunk and I got to go get tested. Hell, I don't know. But I went, took my drug test, and this happened Monday. Today is Wednesday, and my results still aren't back yet. And this deer is still alive somewhere. I'm pissed off.
Meanwhile, in
I
private
really
chat,
am.
The deer's going down.
It's
Is
deer
it gun
meanwhile, in
season
private
yet?
chat,
Yeah.
It's the drug lab.
It's deer season, ain't it, Opal?
Yeah, I bet he runs the drug lab.
There's something wrong with these
He's getting
deer.
back at you.
Yeah, I swear that deer came out of nowhere, and it's mating season right now, so they're crazy,
Yeah.
and they're like zombie deer. But this deer, it literally rose up from the ground. I swear to you all, that's what it was like. In a way, I'm glad I didn't see it because I would have probably tried to have missed it, and it would have been worse. But yeah, I've been out of work for
So
2
probably they got your drug test back, but they might be waiting on the deer's drug test. And since it's like hiding, that might be the holdup. It's going to be a while before you get back to work.
Yeah, the bitch ran off. Damn drunk deer. You gotta watch out for them things.
Trying to sober up before they take the test.
He's in the witness deer protection program.
Because if you see a wounded deer, I'm looking for it.
How many points did it have?
I don't know, but it was weird, y'all. I don't know if I was in shock or what, but I thought, I'm not lying, I thought I knocked its hooves off. And I told the cop, I said, I think it's
hooves?
This is why they drug tested you.
Right?
Oh, God.
But I thought its hooves were laying in the road. I thought, what the hell? So I told
Well, was it just rocks?
No, listen. I told the cop, I said, the deer's gone, but its hooves. You see its hooves. He walked over there. He said, ma'am, those are sticks. I'm like,
Do you mean antlers? Do you mean antlers or do you mean hooves?
No, I thought, y'all, I'm not lying. I thought it's hooves. I knocked its hooves off. I could have sworn I saw hooves. This is probably why I was drug tested.
I've heard of people being knocked out of their shoes, but I never heard of a deer getting knocked out of its hooves. And my boys hunt.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Meanwhile, we've all been teasing her in private chat with basically
Kangadeers
deer
and
Kangadeers.
Oh.
And then she actually wrote, I think the lab has lost my drug test. And that gave me the strangest image because I thought of Josh opening his parcel and being really surprised that somebody had sent him a tub of urine.
Oh, God.
I know, we have a weird sense of humor.
I have an
Real
incredibly weird sense of humour. If you haven't seen the Phil Collins deer, I urge you to. It's hysterical. I've put it in the back chat if you want to share it. It's about 19 seconds of pure gold.
I watched that
on my
about 10
laptop.
times
I'm like,
today.
you gotta be freaking kidding me. And then it came on my phone. Why is gonna use cellular? Oh God, can you hear me?
I'm back. You sounded robotic.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, my freaking power, right? Can you hear me yet?
We can hear you barely, but you sound horrible.
Can you guys hear me?
We hear
Okay.
you.
Right, hold on.
It's a hell of a night, y'all.
Settings. I
Lip
Well,
lock
happy
said
Jerksgiving.
due to avoid.
As you sit here listening to this, remember there are people out there who accuse us of having a scripted show.
We're really running off a script here. Shit Cat has probably done something to Lolita's laptop. Hell, who knows? Thank you, Flo Nightingale. Robo jerk. Liplock said it's a robo jerk.
Like that.
Lord.
I believe
Cracking ass has got something for you too.
I believe I saw Brenda and Tony once having a conversation about the robo jerk.
Really?
Do you remember they had that live a while back where they were discussing sex aids and showing images and talking about them? It was very strange.
It was very strange.
Sorry, Brenda, but I never
Yeah.
ever want to hear you say the term squirting ever again.
Oh God. Oh God, that was
Interesting.
Pearl, you cracked me up when you were in Tony's chat talking about you were listening with your earpods in and you about had a heart attack when Brenda came out.
Oh yeah, she'll do that.
Yeah, the volume level is so different. I was
Yeah.
actually I fell asleep listening to Tony's live, and it was obviously quite soft and soothing. I must have been in quite a deep sleep, and then suddenly I had near heart failure with Brenda arrived. It's like the volume leapt about 10 levels.
You would have to know Brenda to understand. I'm on to you, Wachowski.
I can tell you what, after 3 children, I thank the Lord that I know exactly how effective Kegel exercises are, and I recommend them to all. There's a very real chance without them I would have hosed down the opposite wall.
Oh
We've laid off Brenda for a while.
Yeah.
Lord, those were good
Well,
terms, though.
I have a video on my channor. It's kind of
Yeah,
hilarious. It's a fun one.
some good ones. Oh Lord.
Chris.
I'm sorry, but Karen made me laugh so much on one of the lives sometime last week when she was saying to Brenda, "You're very loud, Brenda. Can you turn down?" And Brenda said, "I can't turn it down. That's my voice." And Karen said, "Yes, I know."
I can't turn it down. It's my voice. I was there.
All right, I'm back.
Oh,
I think.
Lord. Yes, you're back. We
Yes.
hear you.
Huh?
Yeah, you sound better.
You sound
Okay.
better.
All right, good. No, somebody, as soon as the freaking internet went out and the stream went down on my laptop, the fire siren started ringing. So I'm like, great, somebody hit like a pole or something. No, it was the freaking entire substation thing. The entire city has no power
Hey, Carrie.
or cell service.
So what's
Well,
our
that
topic
sucks.
for tonight?
I don't think we have one really. We were just gonna.
Well, okay, good.
We're just taking our revenge with our buttons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you all watch, you all in chat, I know we did, Ziggy's last live, not the last one, the one before where she cut off the comments?
Nope. Can't say I did.
Oh, you didn't watch it, did
Nope.
you?
No,
Nope.
Lolita
I
didn't watch it. I did.
Oh, I did too. I got blocked.
I watched it because I was quite concerned for Cindy. Other than that, I didn't really give a damn.
Right.
I
didn't
already
either.
knew that I'd been unwrenched before the conversation even happened way back. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Are you talking about the one where Cindy came up and she didn't
Well,
let
She
the
Cindy
filibustered over her.
attempted to come up and have a
Well, yeah.
conversation.
Okay, that was the last one I've watched.
That was
Yep.
awful.
Same.
She had the Christie lady up first, which clearly you could tell she had talked to Christie before having her up. And
Yeah.
then, you know, that one went perfect the way Ziggy wanted it to go. And then when Cindy came up, because let me tell y'all something, Cindy's one tough cookie. She will defend herself. So she tried, she came up, she even waited for Christy to get done with her segment. And once Cindy started talking, Ziggy, I don't know where Ziggy was in this live, but it sounded like she was facing a corner, hiding, not looking at the computer. It was so weird. I got a mental image of her, like looking up at the ceiling in the corner. But Cindy tries to explain to Ziggy what happened, how she made her feel. And Ziggy is like constant, just interrupting with nothing either. She's making no points. And Cindy just says, fuck it. I'm done. I'm out.
I was
Yeah,
proud
and
of
one of the
Cindy for just like not staying there, and she couldn't talk or anything. Why stay up there for that? She got down.
Yeah.
because she didn't want Cindy to really tell what happened, and nobody went investigating anything. Cindy came to us. Did you not, Cindy? You were
Oh, she
distraught.
knows. I think people
Nobody called Cindy and third degreeter for bullshit. This was, just as much of a surprise to us as it was to everybody else.
Yes,
And in
Carrie,
Ziggy's
a lot of
mind,
people did. A lot of people unsubbed, and even her mods were turning against her. They were like, this is just too much. Because when we tried to correct her on what she had said about Cindy's son, which was completely wrong, she just snapped the fuck out and started screaming at everybody and then left. Yeah, she did that day, Ray. She had patience. You could tell Cindy really did not want to do this with Ziggy. Like, this was hurting
None of
her.
us did. None of us did. None of us liked this, and we wouldn't have done it. But sorry, big dog alert.
Big dog alert.
I can remind people that plenty of times, even as disappointed and angry as we were, we expressed the fact that we were concerned that Ziggy herself was driving herself financially off a cliff. We expressed that concern several times. It wasn't just some sort of hit job. This is somebody that we have subbed to, and some of us been mods for over a year. Through a lot of things. The idea that we've suddenly it's all gone to our heads. We're a tin pot, non-monetized little channel. I mean, seriously.
Non-monetized.
What do you think is in it? What's in it for us?
Not a damn thing.
We care about Cindy. That was the top and bottom of it.
Ziggy really played that, and that manipulation was strong, talking about, y'all leave Cindy alone. Just leave her alone. She's fragile right now, and y'all are in her ear.
Cindy has been fragile forever, and that's what made it so disgusting. This isn't anything new. If anybody would have taken the time to actually get to know Cindy, they'd know better.
Right, cracking. Even Barbie, sweet Barbie on the West Coast, she wasn't having none of it either. A lot of people were just like, whoa, Ziggy, you need to stop. You need to look at your own behavior. Stop deflecting. And she wasn't having any of it. And it's a shame. It really is, because I used to think, and I'm speaking for myself, I used to think Ziggy was probably a good person. She was just a little goofy, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I thought she was just a bit clueless,
Yeah.
but now I don't believe that she is. And that's on me. I wear the hat.
Yeah. Yeah, now I see, and it's like Lolita said, we don't judge an action, we judge patterns. And after seeing a pattern here of her doing this to several people, I can't support it.
For over a year. I mean, this isn't anything. It's not some kind of grief has her fucked up in the head. No, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah, because this was going on, y'all, before Jim passed away. I'm sorry, but it was.
And we were blind. We made excuses. And we did. I did.
I
We all
wouldn't
did.
say much. I wouldn't say much. I didn't even come for the clip channels unless they brought me into it. Now, you bring me into it, we got a problem. But, I didn't really make excuses for it too much. And another thing, Ziggy wanted to say that we started a channel for her. Again, you're delusional, Ziggy. Why? What? Anyway, we didn't start a channel for you. We just didn't hop on the bash Ziggy every day because you had enough of that coming at you. And that's it.
Right.
Also, just to clarify something else, Six Up was mentioned when we started this channel. Do you know what the context was? Us saying we should show Six Up how you actually run a review channel. That was it. That was the statement.
That was it. Yep.
It wasn't a we'll hunt down Six Up for you and hang her out to dry. Six Up did that to herself.
She sure did. Especially with the Cam and Allie. See, you mentioned Six Up, you see what happens?
Yeah.
Every time.
Start going ape shit.
Raybird, I am very, very far from perfect.
Oh God, not that stupid.
But I also am not going to say that my imperfection means I don't have to look out for people who are being hurt.
Yeah, when you start saying stuff like that, are you perfect? Everybody makes mistakes. You don't have an argument. That's not even like, that's not, you wouldn't use that.
Have you seen, have you seen how that card was used? Have you seen that? How it was used in 3 weeks and what those emergency purchases were? How dare you say you're perfect? That's not imperfection. That's just being an asshole.
That's
charging DoorDash, Grubhub, Netflix. Give me a break. Those are not emergencies.
I couldn't believe she made the jail calls on there.
Right?
Yes, she was calling inmates.
Oh, I can't believe that.
And having Cindy pay for it, so to speak.
Internet service, $180 some. Amazon, is that where the spirit box and what did you guys say? Dowsing rods or some bullshit?
Oh God, she got those?
I don't know. That's what somebody said.
Oh hell.
Because I haven't.
She did. She did a live on them, and she got some like rods and I don't know, all kinds of new.
Oh my God, she got
stuff.
dowsing rods.
Because her intuition is so strong, and she just knew something was wrong.
I know. You guys, I just know I have a strong intuition. I'm an empath. If one more mofo says,
guys, I'm an empath.
Everybody's an empath. It means you should have empathy. If we have gotten to a state to where we lack empathy so much that we have to say we're an empath, oh, come on. Everybody's an empath these days.
Right, but I'm really an empath.
Okay, you're trolling me right now.
Love you long time.
Send her to bed. Send her to bed. Go ahead, send her to bed.
I don't want to because we're missing her.
All right.
No.
She can stay a little while.
Yeah, I ain't
let her stay up a little while.
Bitch, please.
Bitch, please. I love the way bitch, please. Yeah,
I'm not even offended when she says it like that.
Brenda Lee's pointing out the Social Security number business. We
Oh,
have made
yeah.
sure that is being checked on.
Yeah.
But thank you for thinking that and actually mentioning it.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
very kind of you.
We spoke
People
with her
brought
husband.
that to our attention a lot in the comments. And I thought about it, but I didn't think about it in great detail. But yes, a social security number, that is something you can use to get more cards in somebody's name.
Yeah.
You
No,
just
we-
didn't need it. You didn't need
Cindy
it.
and her husband are aware to be on the lookout, and they'll be
yeah,
watching
we
for
had
it.
a conference call with him the other night, and I'd also am very sad to share that really screwed them for their Christmas trip with their grandkids as well. See, actions have consequences.
They
for
sure
everyone.
do. So now they don't get to see their grandchildren because somebody wanted to get DoorDash and
Grubhub
dowsing
and
rod.
Netflix and dowsing rods and call inmates and
Wait, I didn't
TikTok
know
all
that.
those
Are you
emergencies.
serious? Are you
What,
serious? So they're not going to see their family?
No, they were
No,
gonna.
just missed
He
the,
said that they were going to have to cancel the trip.
yeah.
Oh, and order all of her beauty products too.
That
Oh, yeah.
wasn't beauty products. That was cashing out credit.
Hmm.
That was her business that those charges were made to.
Yeah, because I was confused at first too. What is this beauty thing? Like, is she ordering $5,000 worth of beauty products?
No, she just made up an invoice to charge the card to get the money.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
fuck are dowsing rods, Morris? Do you have any idea? Isn't that what
They
they
are
use for?
Those are
elect-
the things that go in and out, in and out. You ask it a question, and if it goes one direction, then it means something. If it goes another, it means no, or
You gotta be shitting me.
no,
They're
no,
just
not.
like electrical magnetic rods. And yeah, just like Eliza said, you ask it a question, they go in towards each other or way out towards each other. It's a gimmick, pretty much.
People actually believe this shit.
Yes.
Yeah, some people do.
I mean, I'm not knocking anybody because I do believe in the other world, but I don't need a dowsing rod or anything. I mean, what my thing is her reckless spending on the stupidest. God.
Dowsing rods are not considered an emergency, in my
Right.
opinion, whether you believe in that stuff or not. That's the kind of stuff you buy when you have a job and
Yeah,
you're
Linda,
using your own money, not when you're using somebody else's money.
we don't know what the TikTok live was. I did ask my daughter who uses TikTok, and she said the only thing that you can buy or spend money on TikTok is to get coins. And with these
Yeah.
coins, you buy virtual gifts. The virtual gifts are an animated image that pops up on their profile.
Kind of like the app Bigo. I don't know many of you that's been on Bigo, but it's like that. Like you can buy people yachts, dragons, put them on a box, beans. It's a virtual bullcrap. It doesn't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a complete waste of however much money.
You wouldn't expect that a grown up was doing that.
Yeah, it
Can I
said
just say
TikTok
this
Live,
comment
though.
here? I love the idea of Katma, where instead of karma, a big cat comes and attacks you for what you've done.
Yes.
Especially if it behaves like shit cat, right?
Little shit cat, yes.
Yeah, a
Yes.
massive shit cat comes and gets you for what you've done. That's
She'll break
Katma.
your
Go break your laptop.
And she tried so hard to throw us under the bus. God, she was grasping at any straw that her.
Oh, yeah, let's address that too.
Yeah.
At no point was there any infighting with us. Were we about to quit or whatever else she said?
You
that
wish.
just simply isn't true.
You wish.
No, I think
She took something that a discussion was had about and talked about and turned it into something that was like was it like fighting or I don't know.
The
It
closest
just wasn't true.
to fighting was when Harley calls me a Karen.
People desperately want us to fall out and have this big fight. And I'm just going to break the bad news to everybody right now. It's not going to happen. I'm so sorry.
We've had some very frank discussions amongst ourselves, and then we
Yeah.
carry on as normal. We don't go in little private chats with two of us and slag the other person off. If somebody's got an issue with, I don't know, a comical image or who we're deciding to invite possibly as a future guest, they just come out and say it, and we'll deal with it then and there, and then we move on and have a laugh.
Yeah, and that was a discussion even before we started going live, because the whole premise was supposed to be that we weren't able to be swayed financially and we weren't aligning with any channel. I made the grave mistake of going in Cam and Allie's chats, and everybody would go in different chats with their profiles, but when I went into Cam and Allie's chat with this profile, and Lips was in there being Lips, and I said something extra freaking mean, and I was delighted in my extra mean comment, and then I thought to myself, well, shit, I probably shouldn't have said it under this profile, because when one of us says something somewhere, it tends to come back on the entire channel. So at some point, like, it didn't even matter anymore, because it seems like it happens anyway. If one of us says something on panel, the entire group.
It's always the jerks.
Exactly. So,
and we can say that we're speaking for ourselves, and it still
doesn't matter.
Yeah. So anyway,
maybe it's that stupid button.
It's because you guys are just button bitches.
But we learned quickly it's very good advertising, because when anybody goes into a chat with a jerk button, our link gets dropped and we get subscribers. So it was a point.
Yeah. But yeah, she was just grasping for straws, wanting us to turn on each other, wanting us to think that there was discord amongst us. Funny, that word.
Oh, she definitely wanted us to turn on each other, but unfortunately, what Ziggy doesn't realise is just how close and involved we've become over the last year, because she only sees what's in the chat, what's the occasional very private chat which she never turned up for. She has no concept of how involved every single day we are with each other.
And also, she said something about some of the mods being extra close to her and stuff like that.
Not me.
Not me.
Nope.
Not me. Should even have my number.
You can't be extra close.
Not me either.
Doesn't even call you to ask
that was
alive after almost dying. I mean, come on now.
Right.
Yes,
that was just a straight up lie. Folks were not that close to her. She's not that close to anybody. She doesn't know how to be a proper friend.
She didn't even come into our chat that much and support,
Maybe
so.
we were expecting it, yes, and nobody gives a shit. Nobody still gives a shit.
I have never sent her a text. I have never received a text. I have never had an email that wasn't a response to something that I was doing for her.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, Karens unite. I'm the Karen of the group.
No, there's no Karen here.
Hey,
I'm the mega
Lolita
Karen.
is definitely not a Karen.
I'm still waiting for Purple to make a label with her new label maker that says Lolita Jerk is the best jerk.
No, Purple, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
And I have only spoke to Ziggy one time off of YouTube. And it was when she came to Tennessee. And I told her, maybe it's not a good idea to get that damn dog. But whatever. She got the dog. Everything's fine.
And Cindy, that's you talked to her twice in your life. And it was
Purple
after all that. And that's what is really concerning. Like, a lot of people were making very good points in the comments section. On YouTube, people can be whoever they want to be. They can tell you, I could sit here and I could tell you a million times I'm humble and I'm honest and forgiving and I'm the best person. I'm not. I'm a fucking asshole. I'm fucking hard to deal with. I say the word fuck a lot, and what you see is what you get. Okay.
I say cunt all the
However,
time.
a lot of people they put on a show. They're like a character.
Yep.
And you fall in love with or come to like this character that people are portraying.
It's true. We see it all the time.
You
We
only see what
see,
people want you to see, Amara.
yeah, we see people worshiping. It's almost, yeah, I study cults. It does become cultish. You see people begin to worship their their content creator, their YouTuber channel holder. Case in point, Tiffany Marie. I like Lippy. And yeah, Lippy ain't the only one. There are so many people, no matter what she does, they will be like, yes, queen, we love you. You do no wrong. Not just her, so many others. They make excuses and they tend to look over things. And sometimes a content creator just goes too far and you're done. You've had enough. And, but you can't worship these people. Don't ever do that.
No.
Liplock, nobody's asking you to choose. We wouldn't ask anybody to do that. We're just dealing with the facts of a situation, and how people take that and what people do is up to them. We're not forcing anyone to do anything.
No, we can't.
Absolutely not.
We can't do that. Again, like we were just talking about cultish behavior. We don't want to fall into that. We cannot do that. That's why we don't believe in blocking or getting on to people for other chats that they go into. We're not going to do that. Like we always say, this is not a hostage situation, and y'all are free to do whatever you want. You're going to anyway.
All we brought this out for was to point out the truth. We originally did not bring this out.
No.
We were not the one to bring it out.
No, and
we
it
addressed it after
right.
it came out, and now we're addressing all the mistruths that were told.
Yeah.
And all that was said, it was completely handled in private. We're a year into this. You're no better, actually worse than when you started. It's time to wrap it up and get a job. That's it.
That seems to send her over the edge anytime anybody suggests that, though.
Anybody of elder abuse, that was a blanket statement. We have a creator who has their subscribers physical it's not food stamps, I forget what it's called, but it's the equivalent of food stamps, SNAP card in their possession. This elderly person doesn't eat because that's all she can give to this creator. There's a lot of this going on YouTube, and people saw it, the shoe fit, and they took it as a personal attack.
Yeah, if it didn't apply to her, then she wouldn't have took it as a personal attack. And she tried to do a bait and switch there with it being about Tiffany Marie and the check. It's
That
like
was so
Pearl said
dumb.
the other night, two things can happen at once. And two things did happen at once. This had absolutely nothing to do with her not going in on Tiffany Marie. But that was cute. You tried it. I know.
Tiffany tried to make it about that too.
Yeah, poor thing. It failed.
Because she got asked 2 questions about how she was supporting it. That's what suddenly this was because of that, and I don't I don't know how you get there.
Those are perfectly valid questions when you consider that she started the whole "this check is a fraud" thing and was completely correct. So obviously we all expected that she would say, vindicated. And when it became a case of, oh well, it
I
doesn't
didn't
matter.
even
I'm over
notice.
it.
Yeah.
We were a little surprised. It doesn't mean that was the cause of all this. Oh my God, the ego on Tiffany to think that's the case. I
Right.
shouldn't be surprised.
No. What was you going to say, Buttercup?
Sorry, Buttercup, darling.
Oh, sorry. I'm in between work. No, I was just going to say about Nightbot. It was hilarious. Did you read it?
That little
I could change the
laugh.
subject quick.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What
I switched up Nightbot.
What in the?
someone slapping with Molly's titties, and I'm like, oh my God, that is so funny. But titties is spelled different in Australia.
Yeah,
It's
D.
TI double T. Yeah, and I was like, oh,
No, it's spelled
titties.
like that here too, but I didn't want any
is it?
filters to think that we're being perverts. Also, in honor of Queen Pearl, Queen of everything, there's a special command. I didn't get to test it yet, so I don't know if it's gonna work. But Pearl, can you type in chat or no?
Thank you, just
Yes, I can
Maddie.
type in chat.
Okay.
Kerry slapped Kerry with a tampon.
Exclamation point.
Oh, Jesus.
Punt. P-U-N-T. And the person.
Oh, I know.
Did you say cunt?
Oh my gosh.
Cunt or punt?
Punt. P-U-N-T.
I know what's about to happen.
Hopefully it works.
Hey, Heather. Punt Ziggy.
Y'all give Heather back her wrench.
Oh, where is Heather? Yeah, sorry.
To A is not defined.
Oh, it's not defined.
A is not defined is the new term for the sun, everybody.
In there. I just have to figure out how to make that work.
Man, I miss our old clips like that too. Tangeray, she's got the vault.
Oh, I am a vault, that's for sure.
Yeah. My favorite one is that one of 6 Up when she was like, I know I'm your biggest fan. Huh? Yeah. Purple, you got some news?
Fuck yeah. That's a good one with like the little Satan goat sitting there in the middle of the star. Yeah, that was great.
My favorite one is Frosty reading out the how she words it. C-U-N-T, punch you into the sun.
I want to see U-N-T into the sun.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? And I am not
Means it's gonna hurt.
Barbecue Becky. Who is that?
Well, she ain't allowed around.
It was my computer startup sound for quite a long while.
I will figure this out. I need to do it on my laptop. It's too difficult. I can't see on my phone. That is terribly disappointing.
What, not bought?
Yeah. No, I completely forgot. I wanted to test it in the beginning. All right, now I got to copy.
Oh, and if you ever lose your wrench, it's not because you did anything wrong. Well, unless you did do something wrong. Heather, you're one of our favorites. Sometimes, I don't know. Lolita's got a lot of time on her hands here lately, messing with Nightbot and coming up with ideas, and she resets the wrenches, but she'll give them back as you come in.
No, I have to clear them all out to clear Nightbot out. Because sometimes when you try to remove a moderator, it doesn't remove, so you have to clear the whole thing out.
Yeah, so we are not, I promise, playing that wrench game at all. You got Molly's titties. So what else is going down? Oh, well, you know what? Something good did happen this week. Leilani and her dead eyes were arrested. And then Cher and her dumbass really thought that she was going to make people feel bad and demanded that the people who didn't believe in Billy Joe to pay for the funeral or she would sue them. What?
What?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What happened to all those donations that she was getting to supposedly go to Billy Joel?
Oh, she said she's still going. She's getting her COVID shot next week, and she'll be heading down to Georgia. Okay, Cher, come on down.
So what? She got her passport?
Shouldn't say. She said something about her COVID shot, and she'd be down. She looked like a fool. She always looks like a fool.
She is a fool.
Yeah. But she had
Yeah,
Billy
it's about
Joe
to say
on
she needs to have it.
Right. She had Billy Joe on the phone, and Billy Joe was telling this story of how Leilani went to jail and how she took Leilani out to eat at a Chinese buffet because it would be her last free meal in the free world. And never once did this woman mention her grandson. Not one word.
What is wrong with them? Like, seriously, what is wrong with them?
I've never seen anything like it. I thought Dawn and Candace were bad. This is like, oh, wow.
I hope that they take care of her in there. Please, I hope the women.
Well, I was thinking about that, where her charges being what they are. I bet you they'll put her in protective custody. Is there a way to find out?
I don't know. Well, they were saying, or Bullhorn Betty was saying that the color that she was wearing, because when Dolly was arrested, they put him in a specific color, and Bullhorn Betty said that color or the color that she was wearing is protective custody. They won't put her out. So because she zoomed in and it showed the color that she was wearing, and she goes, that color we know from Dolly is actually the color that they would put her in protective custody.
I figured.
Or suicide watch or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They often will put them on suicide watch for a charge like that. They couldn't put her in there. Well, they could, but they won't put her in there with other women because with charges like hers, they would kill her before the night ended.
Well, Dolly actually said when he went in, there was a female that said, "Don't worry, if she comes in, we're going to take care of her."
Yeah,
he actually made that comment. So there you go. They are aware of her.
I'm confused. Was she in rehab and checked herself out that morning?
Well, that's what they're saying, that she was in rehab and she was going to check herself out. And that's when Billy Joe actually went and got her, made a call, I think, to LE, went and got her and took her for the meal and then took her straight to...
Does that make sense?
No.
It does not make sense.
It doesn't.
Law enforcement said they never considered in the press conference about her, letting her come in on her own, they did not consider that. So it does not appear that that's actually how it happened.
It doesn't make sense that they would ask the mother to do it. What is this?
And here she said something about purple.
What is this?
I said, I'll accept it.
Whatever.
Carrie, it was a rapid testing kit that they did on him, and it's sent out now to be done with the regular DNA testing.
But does it make sense?
I like what I'm reading.
I give up.
Sorry, I distracted you. I saw it in the email, and I was like, "Ooh." So who are they DNA testing? Is that the suspected father?
No, the
No,
DNA
there was a
testing the
rapid test
remains.
done on the
Oh,
remains.
But it
And
doesn't make sense that all of a sudden Billy didn't. Leilani checked herself out. This was the story that was told. Leilani checked herself out, and so Billy didn't want her at the house, so she took her to the police station. If you had that power, they could have like done that weeks ago. That's not doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense
Exactly.
at all.
right.
And then she tells this story, and then she's like, I gotta go.
Well, somebody's really trying to spam the chat bad, aren't they?
Who?
Who?
Mr. Burgles.
Oh, God. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that pushes us up in the algorithm, so thank you.
Thank you very
Spamming
much.
oddly does for whatever reason.
I
But-
know.
God, what was I saying?
Just turn on subscriber only for a little bit.
Someone also mentioned in chat, I don't know, sorry, it went past pretty quick, but the photo that Cher showed that Billy Joe had given her, with the coffin.
Yes.
Like, why would you do that?
Why? That was so weird.
Like, why? And what is she insinuating there?
Yeah, something like this because of Cher was talking about people paying for a funeral. No, Leilani, or not Leilani, but Billy Joe won't even have to. I think the state takes care of that.
Yeah, and then because it's a child, a lot of funeral homes will cover it, no cost.
Yeah, so it's just another way to scam people out of more money. And people were honestly in the chat, Cher's chat, talking about, oh, I feel so bad for Leilani, or not Leilani, but freaking Billy Joe. And not one word about Quinton. It was just the weirdest thing. I felt like I was in an alternate universe. And also, God, this keeps slipping my mind. Every time I want to say it, it slips my mind. Anyway, somebody else go ahead. Damn it. As soon as somebody starts talking, I will remember what I was going to say.
See, I didn't follow much of it.
Well, Cher said she wasn't going to go live the day that it happened, and then she ends up going live.
No, of course she did.
Yeah.
She's a whole weirdo. Just a whole one. Not even half.
Of course she's going to go live to milk as much as she can. Unfortunately.
That's on brand.
Here's what I was going to say. Cher asked people pray hard that Billy Joe gets custody back of her grandchildren.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think the state would.
She has a horrible track record. I don't think that.
With her own kids and her grandchildren.
Yeah.
Right.
I wouldn't let her babysit a houseplant.
Nope. I wouldn't either.
But why would you do that? I mean, Cher is really voices for the suspects, has I mean, she really, if you're a suspect, if you're guilty, Cher has got your back. There's something really wrong with her. I think it goes a little bit deeper than YouTube clout, although I think she likes that too, of course. But seriously, no, y'all, I'm being serious, not even being funny. Mentally, something is wrong with Cher, and I see it in her eyes when she's talking.
Yeah, you think?
Well, I told you, I think, once that she has had a very traumatic childhood.
Yes.
So I would say that would have affected her immensely. But my God, it's like she gets a rise in helping these type of people.
Right.
It's weird.
You think it has something to do with her dad, all of the crimes that he committed, and she maybe wanted to come to his defense, so she comes to every...
Gave her a soft spot for Watts.
Yeah.
It may, because she
The soft
adores her
spots for
father.
murderers.
Yeah.
I think
I mean, her father was a murderer.
Yes. She told the story herself. And I don't hold her accountable for that, but something happened. Something triggered her to become this weirdo that now supports the worst of the worst.
What's this about a fake photo?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that?
What
I don't know that
Have you
it's
not
fake,
seen
but they have a photo
that?
saying that it's Quinton, and apparently Billy Joe sent it to share. A photo that's at the FBI
There's
in
no way they
Savannah
would release.
of a coffin with a
Doesn't
flag
it
over
take
it and
weeks to
saying,
do?
somebody said that it possibly could be a photo that they take to send to the family for like kind of like a closure type thing. But it's not, the remains are being analyzed right now.
Oh, I mean, who the hell just has a random photo of a deceased child in a box that they can just pull out?
Well, there might not be. No. There might not be because it says Savannah, Georgia, the FBI at Savannah.
Look at crime
But I don't
sleuthing.
think it's a random photo that somebody just pulled up. I think it could be an empty box, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Crime sleuthing said, yes, I have the photo and it's fake. FBI confirmed it's not Quinton.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know, yeah.
So why do all this stuff? Why do all this stuff? And she's trying to get people to send money for a funeral. I have all the compassion in my heart for Quinton and for Quinton's siblings and all of that, but I am not willing to send Billy Joe a penny. Not a penny.
Nope.
If it was somebody else that was trying to gather that up, yeah, the funeral home, whatever, but don't they have some kind of victims fund for this kind of thing? I just don't feel bad for Billy Joe. I just don't.
Oh my God. So they know it's fake too, but they're using it for money. Oh my God. I cannot wrap my head around paying.
Why doesn't Cher check that shit out before she puts that out there? She posts that stuff to YouTube. She doesn't. Why would you not check that out?
Right.
She's not the brightest candle.
No. Why would you support
I don't
BJ?
think she checks anything out. Yeah.
Why would you put an advertising banner on the side of the house?
I know.
Right.
Trash. That's why.
Yeah.
No, that seems to be a common theme in YouTube true crime. People just run with whatever comes in their inbox. They don't do any kind of due diligence to fact check it before they run with it.
I learned a long time ago, you better vet your sources. You better fact check or you'll come out looking like a fool.
Yeah, especially you're posting a photo and saying that it's Quinton.
Yeah,
come on, that's gross. That you.
I wouldn't even if it really was.
They want to talk about other channels exploiting that baby. How much more exploitive do you get?
That is, share is the definition of being exploitive. It cracks me up how these people that do the same, that bitch about other ones, do the same thing. Like, do you not hear yourself?
That's horrible. I mean, I hope the baby does, when the time comes, have the most beautiful going home, so to speak.
The funeral will now recently been paid for by anonymous donor.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Cher needs to shut up about asking these other creators for money as she posts fake photos.
And threatens to sue them.
Well, she said that Billy was going to sue them, but if they sent the money, then she would beg Billy not to sue them, is what I heard her say.
Yeah, come on, Cher, stop it. And yes,
So now that's like.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tank.
No,
Go ahead.
Yeah, you're fine. I was just gonna say that's kind of like blackmailing, though.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's completely like blackmailing. Not kind of.
Yeah, it really is. Cher will have her day. I'm telling y'all, there will be a day when this all comes crumbling down right in front of her.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
well.
sad. It's just a sad situation.
I don't mind people that talk about cases. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind people that talk about the facts of the case. I don't mind even speculation because that's all you really can do when you don't know everything. What happened?
Heidi's attorney.
Oh, I know. I love that troll account. Heidi's attorney. Hey, we're getting some better trolls in this sector.
That's all we ask. You got to make us laugh.
Yeah.
Who's donating to BJ? Is that Cher's weirdos?
Yep. Shares weirdos. Yep.
That explains it.
Well, it's got to be. Who the hell else would do it?
I know. That's what I'm like. What? Who the hell could be possibly sending money to
Well, I
BJ?
wasn't here, y'all, for Watts Island. And I think Buttercup has explained this to me before. But what exactly happened with Watts Island and Cher? Did Cher, like, did she try to go see Chris Watts? What happened there?
I think she cozied up to the family and even wrote him in prison. See, I didn't watch it either.
I heard it was
There were a lot of crazies that did that. The internet lost its mind.
Yes, Tits, you were there for it, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen Bee took a lot of money into.
I don't like that lady.
She's low class too.
Very. She's the one who sent that crackhead out there. She talks like this.
Yeah, Caleb. I don't see Diane being the bad guy either, because if she was such a bad guy, why the hell did Billy Joe have her with the kid all the time, right? Or with Quinton all the time?
Poor woman. And she was the only one who
Until it all went wrong, they were good buddies. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they looked for someone to blame. I'm going to tell y'all what I think. I think Billy Joe knew the whole time that her daughter did something.
Yeah, I do too. I think the second she heard that the baby was missing, she instantly knew, like, nobody's gonna come in here and steal him. This doesn't happen. My daughter's a piece of shit. And
well, her daughter herself had posted on there that she wasn't able to roughhouse with the kids without somebody coming in. So people in that family knew that the kids were at risk of being harmed.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Leilani had that posted, I believe, on her Facebook at one point.
Let me ask y'all, did that morning, did Leilani have all of her kids or just Simon?
All of them. You mean Quinton? But
oh yeah, Quinton. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she had the 3 kids there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then somebody texted the babysitter from Danny's phone and said that the kids weren't going to be coming that day. Not just that Quinton wasn't going to be coming, but that
all the kids weren't going that day.
The kids weren't going that day. Subsequently, he went on to work, and now speculation is, because we don't know the facts of what the police have discovered, but speculation is that was Leilani texting unbeknownst to him. So I don't know. I don't know if he actually did see that baby before he left, but didn't realize that the baby might not have been alive.
Now I just wonder what happened that morning. And I wonder if the other children.
Yeah. That's what I want to know. What did they see anything? Did they hear anything?
Well, the youngest one, Sky, is far too young to, at what, 4 months, to have really recognized much up, right? But the older brother certainly could have been very scared if he was aware of any of it.
How old was the oldest? Is the
I
oldest?
mean, like 3 or 4.
Oh, wow. They're all really young.
Yeah.
Young.
Well, she's young.
Yeah, she's
She's only 22 years old.
and
She had
had
all
3
those
kids.
babies.
Back to
3
back.
kids. 3 kids. Yeah,
And let me
that's
guess,
a
all
lot.
3 of them different daddies, I bet.
That's what the
Sure
word
are.
is.
No, somebody needs to put her uterus in a blender.
Well, she's in jail now, so she won't be.
Well, there's some people have alleged that she's pregnant again. Now, nobody has that as fact, so I certainly hope not.
Bullhorn Betty, can you guys hear me okay? So, because I've only got one AirPod in.
Yes.
Oh, Bullhorn Betty said in her or one of the lives, I think a day or two ago, that her and Dolly said it in the live, and it sort of started from there. So she's trying to say it's not confirmed or true. It was just something that they said, oh, maybe she is, and then I think it went from there. It was a domino effect, and then people picked up on it, and you know how it's Chinese whispers type of thing, then one person hears it and then it just keeps on going.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think she is. God, let's hope not.
Yeah, it's just going to be another kid into the system, you know. But at any rate,
I agree with whoever said that. I don't know how anyone in that house didn't hear anything either.
And she had a big belly when she was arrested. I didn't get to watch any of this footage yet.
I just saw
noticed
a
that.
shot.
Oh, did you guys not see her walking into? You see, I saw that and I went, "Oh, she looks a little bit fuller in the front
really?
section."
Let me look this up.
So I wasn't sure, and I was like, "Is it true?" Like it just looked a little bit because she's not big. You know what I mean? She's not a big girl.
Drinking? No.
Huh?
No, didn't she supposedly come from?
I mean,
didn't
with
she
her
supposedly
mom.
come from rehab?
Weren't they?
Yeah, she did go. She did go drinking with her mom that night. So, but it never stopped her. Pregnancy never stopped her from doing things that are harmful to fetuses in the past.
Yeah, because the 3
3
children
times
were
her
born,
children.
weren't they with coke in the system?
Yes. Yeah. So.
God. Yeah, me too, Kraken. I gotta start prepping dinner. I have a shit ton of people coming tomorrow. No, maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. Sorry, I derailed the thought here. I'm reading chat. 3 dads and none are involved. Right.
Gee, never heard that story before. Stop having a bunch of kids with these guys that are going to run off and then get you another one. You're going to let the kids call him daddy.
Yeah, you got to be a little more choosy about who you have babies with.
Yeah, you're just going to cause a big old mess for yourself. All right, y'all. I'm going to jump down for the night.
All right.
But I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody in chat.
Wait.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pearl.
No, that was Soup.
Sorry, Soup.
I love you, Bugsy.
It came out wrong. I'm sorry. I've been cooking too much today.
Yeah, had I known that my boys were bringing so many people, I would have suggested to go out. My son is bringing his one of my sons is bringing his boyfriend. The other one is bringing his support staff. The VA sends people in to make sure he's taking his medicine, and I go down on the weekends to make sure he's balancing his checkbook and to like pick up my mail, because I have all of my stuff from like YouTube and internet shipped to my kid's house. But he's bringing his 2 of his supports with him for a 4-hour drive. That should be fun. I just want to see everybody's pies. Samantha's making spaghetti sauce.
Lovely people.
Are we losing Buttercup?
Yeah, she sounds like she fell in a hole.
Yeah, I think her last AirPod died. Oh God, that.
Oh,
There it
we
is.
need to tell everybody to sub up to our new channel as well.
Oh yes. Well, hi Debbie from Oklahoma. Yeah, the true crime channel we're hoping to launch it Monday. And we always promised that Michael Vaughn was going to be our first case.
That was always our plan.
And so he will be. Yep. I will get the link in a second here.
It's
The
called
clips that you guys have put into our channel over there, those are amazing.
The channel's called True Crime Circle. Please, everybody, go sub up. And
Yeah,
we hopefully will have a premiere on Monday.
Oh, I gotta do this from my phone. My mouse died, so of course I can't copy anything. Okay. Sub up. There we go.
There it is. Right below you, Wilson Dallas.
And no, there will be no exploitation. No, nothing. We are.
No, we really hope to be, fact-based on what's actually put out there as fact, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're not seeking out any suspects to talk to, any witnesses.
Yeah, we won't be doing that.
No.
We won't be talking to any suspects. Yes, I'm already subbed up. We did run a candlelight prayer circle over there the day that we heard news that they were looking for Michael recently.
Oh, that's
but
decent.
this will be our first actual video.
Yeah, once we get the hang of this stuff, then maybe we'll go live. But because Michael's case was so special, we didn't want to risk messing it up. So
Right. Yeah, and there's some other cases that have come along, but we just didn't want to touch them until we kind of kept our promise to Michael.
So he will be the first official case. And then I guess
Well, he's really the reason that we decided to start that channel.
Yeah, really.
Because we didn't want to talk about it on this channel.
Or any case, really. But
yeah,
Leilani's kind of.
Well, there's a lot of. She fits the category for this channel.
Yeah.
Her son doesn't, but she does.
And then Lucian, I guess, will be our second one.
Yeah.
And then we just go from there. God, there's so many of them. And that little girl in Texas, I think about her, Lena.
There's so many.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, weren't they? It was a family of refugees, which makes it even worse. They fled a war zone to come here for safety. And then their baby disappears. In a playground, too. Like,
yeah.
Gotta be extra, I don't know.
We had our Thanksgiving dinner today, and I'm kind of in a turkey coma, so I'm sorry.
We didn't even eat yet tonight. think somebody said earlier in
You're
chat.
fine, Tits. We had some pizza.
Jen P said that she was at the store and it was like a madhouse.
It was like that the other day when I went over the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, how about that shooting last night in freaking...
Oh my gosh. I still don't have the details on that. What did the total end up being? And was it actually the store manager that did that?
I don't know. We should probably look it up because oh, she just walked in the door. I should probably look it up. No, I called my son, my oldest son, lives down that way, but he said that he's a couple hours away. And thankfully,
I saw that Dolly was there, so it was like near to Dolly. And he had some like live video from, outside the parking lot, but
7 people dead, including a gunman, is the first one that popped up. My freaking lights keep going off and on. I wish they could make up their mind. Are you fixing the power or not? It's like getting cold in here. So was it the shift manager? I don't want to piss off any news stations playing.
Yes, it was the manager.
It was the manager. They say why? Yeah. Like usually this is like a love triangle.
I think they were in the break room and he went in there and started shooting first, I believe.
I had heard that he left the store and came back. And that's when the shooting happened. So he left and went home and got a gun, or?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, it's I'm always wondering, like, why? How does it get to that?
Right. I got to filter these to show me the newest one, because the first one that came up said 7. Mass shooter was an overnight team lead. Oh my God, this sucks without a mouse. You need a battery. Yeah, 7. This was 9 hours ago. 7 people dead, including gunmen. So that's 6 people that he killed.
Wow. And who knows how many are injured. It's really bad. And then the ones that weren't injured are traumatized from just witnessing that.
Right. Yeah. The one guy that they caught coming out, I think he said he ran in to get, I forget what it was, like tinfoil or something, like one thing. And he was going to go, check out the electronics section. And he's like, nah, I just want to go home. And he's glad that he did, because he would have gotten caught in the store.
Wow.
So I think it took
it's so scary. You can't even go to the grocery store anymore, or any place really, without having to worry about what's going to happen. The mall. It's such a mess. It's a frightening place to be, this world right now.
It really is.
Yeah, it is. And what I was trying to figure out, like when somebody goes postal at their place of employment, it's usually a job related issue. So that was my first thing. Like, oh, I bet you there's some kind of cheating scandal or love triangle going on. Or maybe it's a toxic work environment too.
It could be any of those.
One girl played dead and got up and ran. Yeah, it took them hours and hours and hours. They had to go through that entire store to look to see if anybody was hiding, or, somebody was shot and then ran and hid and was
right. And one place that my son worked a while back, the supervisor gathered them all up and was doing like the little safety thing, and he takes them to an area outside and he says, this is where we all gather in the event of a shooter. And my son's like, what?
Yeah,
What? Why would we do that? That makes no sense. Let's just gather all up in one spot. If there's an active shooter, go home. Get out of there. Don't stand in one spot where he can find you.
Right.
Yeah. Some companies don't necessarily have the best plans for that, but everybody, sadly, in this day and age, should have a plan of what they would do so that it becomes sort of second nature, you know?
Yeah.
I read that one of the employees that was in there, he just said that he just walked in and just started shooting. So he didn't say anything, he just started shooting, and then this one lady hid under the table and he saw her, pointed the gun at her and then said to her, leave. So he didn't end up shooting her, he just told her to leave and she quickly ran out.
Wow.
So hearing that, it's just, I think it's in America, unfortunately, with your amendments and, you know, your rights to bear arms and all that, there's so many pros and cons. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand the pros, but then unfortunately, this is, you know what I mean, where things go wrong, where, you know what I mean? If someone is just not mentally stable, that this happens, and it's happening more and more. And so I feel like something needs to happen. Something needs to be done in a sense that, yeah, you have the right to bear arms, but there's got to be something. There's, you know what I mean? Like, I understand where people are so passionate about that, but then, you know, where this is like, because here in Australia, we can't bear arms at all. They're very strict with the way, you know, you can get a license and you've got to have it in a safe and you have to have the ammunition in another safe. You can't even have it in the same safe. And the police do random checks to your home. So they're very strict here. And, you know, I feel like, hey, going to the store or going to a function or going to a stadium and not having to think that something like this is going to happen, where for you guys, it's happening daily and it's like, it's not safe to go anywhere. And people becoming more secluded and more people, you know, are going to be, you know, becoming more mentally, you know, it just causes a lot of issues. So I feel like something needs to be done.
Yeah, but like, what do you even do? And one of the things I kept seeing last night, everybody was like, yeah, well, that's why I carry when I go out in public. Like, yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to pull your gun in a mass shooting scenario for what? To be a hero? No, because now you're a second shooter. You are now a shooter in a mass shooting. Like, does that even remotely make sense? So now somebody else is going to pull their gun thinking that you're the shooter and then shoot you, or the cops are going to shoot you.
And another thing, people need to realize that, yeah, having a gun, shooting, let's say how, you know, hunting or, you know, shooting at a range or shooting wherever it need be, but having to shoot a human being, no matter how bad they are, that will affect you for the rest of your life. So shooting an actual person is easier said than done. People can easily say, yep, I would do that. But even if you do that, the repercussions of what will happen to you after, people need to take that into consideration too.
Yeah, no, Jamie, I'm with you. I love my guns. I don't carry everywhere, but I mean, I'm sure you know better than to, you know, come out half cocked and try to be some hero in a situation like that and now become a second civilian with a gun in a crowded area shooting. Like, this is stupid.
It's a hard one. It's a real hard one. You know, you take away the rights of people that, you know, are perfectly responsible and legal with them. But the problem really is in the fact that it's the bad guys, so to speak, that they're not going to obey the law and not have guns. They're going to get a hold of the guns, and that's
you need to get it in the black market. It's not hard.
It's the culture, like Jen Hoffa said. It's exactly what it is.
Right. People need to learn to use their words.
Yeah. or like the old days, use your fists. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that more. You know,
Right.
if you've got an issue, you know,
Right.
Or
go
just
toe to
put your
toe.
fucking big boy or girl panties on, suck it up, and move on.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
for
Some people, I mean, people are entitled to have them to protect themselves with. It's just when they
Of-
turn them on somebody else to settle an
Yeah.
argument, it becomes a problem.
Of course, and I'm not saying like because you guys do have that right, and me personally, I wouldn't, because that's just, I didn't grow up around that. But having said that, you know, you guys have every right to. But just like you said, you know, you get the good people that know what they're doing, know how to use it, know when to use it, know when not to use it. You know what I mean? And then you get these people that cause this, and you know what I mean, and it doesn't help the people that, you know, are abiding by the rules and the laws,
Right.
and you know what I mean. So it's just it's a real hard one. I think Obama, when he came out, he wanted to adapt. He wanted to bring in some type of laws the way the Australian government have done it, but the gun community straight away vetoed that. And they said, that's not going to happen. You know, we have the right to bear arms.
Well, they're
And
huge donors to a lot of
exactly, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen a documentary on it. So yeah, and that's true. There is, you know, they are huge. Absolutely. It's just a very hard one.
Yeah, I've given it a lot of thought, and I don't really know how to suggest that they fix it where people's rights are still intact, and we reduce the gun population amongst the people that really shouldn't have one in their hands. It's tough, but it's something that definitely needs to be
The
thought
one
about.
thing, yeah, the one thing I don't like is like when we went to Hawaii just before COVID hit, we were in Hawaii, and my son at the time was 11 or 12, something like that. And at every corner there was a person, you know, with flyers about, you know, go to a gun range and that. And instead of trying to hand it to my husband and I, he went straight for my son. And he was trying to push us to take our son, not us, but our son, to go to a gun range. And I was trying to say, no, we're fine. And he was really he got really close to my child and was saying, no, you should go. And, you know, and I felt really uncomfortable with that. Why are you pushing children?
Oh, yeah. My
Right.
dad had us the day I turned 12. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some
my boys got guns when
teacher,
they were 13 and started hunting.
but a lot of those kids are not the problem, because a lot of those children are taught from a very young age how to respect the gun as a tool for hunting. You know, so they are many of them are brought up with a lot of gun safety and taught, you know, what the gun is actually used for.
No, I'm reading chat here. I've never been this upset knowing so many giving money I can't afford it. Now, is this for the funeral or her Cher going to Georgia? Because I think there's two different.
Or just giving money to creators who really can't afford it. I mean, not the creators that I've seen people in chats go, I've only got $2 left, so this is all I have, and send it to the creator.
Yeah, right.
What?
I've seen that too.
Yeah, and that's the sad part of this is, you know, you take one down, 10 more pop up. So, I mean, if it's not Cher today, who's it going to be tomorrow?
Oh, it's just going to be a constant. All we can try to do is put the word of caution out there to people.
Okay, guys, I've got to drop off. Sorry. I wish you all a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Everyone in chat, ladies. And we'll see you around, lovely jerks. Make sure you eat plenty.
Oh, we will.
You know what she's
Thank you,
going to be
Buttercup.
doing tomorrow, since she'll be on Friday already, so she'll be out doing her Black Friday shopping while we're
Yes, I've already
eating.
started mine online. I've been doing some Black Friday shopping already online. That's been fun. My husband won't be happy with that, but yeah. All right. But one thing I can say, I'm thankful for you ladies coming into my life.
Oh,
and
we're
also,
thankful.
of course, my family too. So I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. So you take care of yourself,
Love
and
you,
we'll see you
Buttercup.
next time. Love you.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Good night,
Bye.
Buttercup.
Thank you, Buttercup.
Good night.
She has a date set. Oh my god.
I
No,
wouldn't have thought she'd go.
I
just-
don't think so either. America doesn't want her back.
Nope.
Y'all keep her.
Well, somebody said that her kids are there with her now, so I guess now, you know, the
In
kids just
Canada?
get there. It's time for you to leave. Yeah, that was what I heard. I think that's why they moved. Was
Oh, did they
because the
move?
kids were coming. Yeah,
So for the loop.
yeah, they moved to a different place.
Oh, so somebody finally shamed her enough to send for her kids. Which one? Like the younger ones or the older ones?
I don't know. I don't watch her. I'm just telling you what the gossip is. I don't watch the girl.
We only hate watch on occasion.
How many children does she have?
She has 4. She has 2 younger boys and then 2 older adult girls.
Okay.
They're like 18, 19. Well, I'm glad you found us too, Luminous. Where's Jen P? Yeah, Chicago. Holy hell. It's like the entire city's a gun-free zone, but I think they have like the most shootings. And they say it's because of Indiana. The gun laws are so lax down there that there was a documentary done on how you just drive literally 5 minutes over the state line and you can buy unlimited guns and bring them back into the city.
Mrs. M, I agree. I think many are.
Yeah.
For so many different reasons. And when people are locked up, well, felt like we were locked up for 2 years, I think some people just kind of lost it.
Right. And not having skills.
Yes.
I'm noticing a lot people when they're kids, like we've all been through middle school and high school. We know kids are savage, they're assholes. But a lot of people are pulling their kids out and homeschooling because they don't want to have to deal with, nor do they have the skills for conflict resolution or to teach their kids how to, problem solve or deal with stuff like that. So, the easiest solution, well, I'm just gonna, school you at home on the computer, and then the kids, they're becoming more isolated, socially awkward. They don't know how to deal with anything.
Games.
Right. And then they can't get jobs. They're literally unemployable. Yes.
They don't know how to deal with the public.
Yeah, and they
The
don't know how
public
to
isn't rough anymore.
They don't know how to count change. They don't know how to tell time on an analog clock. They don't know how to communicate with people because they're not in situations that they have to work their way out of.
Yeah. Problem solving.
Yeah, and conflict resolution is huge in de-escalating situations.
Oh boy. Yeah, the middle school, when my kids were in middle school, it was rough, and it's not my favorite part of school, period. Not even for myself. It was just, I don't know, it's a growth period or what it is, but
It is. So their hormones are just starting to come into play, and
will change, and they just act bad. But see, when I was going to middle school, it was during the started during the early 70s when we were having a lot of racial stuff, and I hated it. I hated every bit of it, and I never understood it. At that moment in time, I couldn't understand why everybody hated each other and what the big deal was. It was rough.
Stars, that is the truth.
Agreed, Stars.
I battle my granddaughter about that phone all the time, but
She take it to school?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually like her to take it to school. It's supposed to be off, but it has a tracker on it, so
Ooh.
I know that she is at school. I can even tell like about what building she's in the school on the.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I also know, you know, that she comes straight home from school and all of that. So yeah, I like her to have a phone, but she's not supposed to be using it at school. One time she had texted me and I texted her back something. I asked her, you know, I said her phone was showing her somewhere else, and she took a picture of herself in class and sent it to me. And I'm like, why are you using your phone like that in school?
Right. Yeah, lip walk. I hear that all the time too, but my kids are learning cursive. They actually write everything. The school doesn't want to type anything. They want them to actually handwrite it.
My granddaughter learned cursive in 3rd grade. I am teaching my grandson cursive at, you know, homeschool. It's still being taught. I hear that all the time, but I haven't come across any kids that aren't being taught it.
Yeah, they actually don't teach it here.
Nope,
they're
not here either.
Nope.
Mom of 2, that's awesome.
They don't teach you how to tell time. They don't teach any of that stuff anymore. It's ridiculous.
Wow. We do all that at my homeschool, including learning how to cook and do your laundry.
Yep.
All the life skill stuff. Shop. How to find out what's a better value.
How to change a tire.
We haven't gotten there yet. He's still kind of small for that, but
yeah,
we'll get there.
I'm talking about when I was like in middle school.
Yeah.
Before start driving and stuff, but I still didn't ever figure it out. But
no,
yeah, my granddaughter knows how.
Does she?
You need school to teach kids that stuff. Like parents don't teach them.
Some parents don't know.
Right, right.
Take Ziggy, for example. Does Ziggy know how to cook? How's her daughter going to learn? How's her daughter going to learn?
I think they should make it a together thing and do it. It'd be so much fun.
I always had fun cooking with my kids. That's something that we always did together since they were little, all of them, you know?
Yeah.
Tits
try. You know, from when they're real little, they set the table and, you know, they help with the things that they can help with.
The girlfriends of my boys, they don't cook, so my boys do all of that. So I'm helping the one that they're getting married. I'm helping her learn.
C12. You're already one of us. Yeah, how insurance works. I remember in 8th grade, I think, is when we learned how to write checks and balance checkbooks. They printed out like a bunch of ledger sheets and checks that we had to write out for stuff. And then we had a budget too. Like they gave us, everybody had jobs and then we all had a roommate. So we had to pull together our income and budget for our monthly bills and our food and entertainment and all that stuff.
That stuff just is not being taught in the schools anymore. And that's why people are ending up in such financial trouble or, you know, getting a credit card and just using it in the first 3 weeks to its limit. No idea of how a budget works. Cody, go lay
down.
Well, money's easy to make.
My daughter likes to watch Gordon Ramsay cook and then make his recipes. But yeah, it's so easy, isn't it?
Yeah, they used to have like home economics in school and in middle school. Where did that go?
My granddaughter takes that in high school, and I forget.
It should be called life skills, and they should teach them how to do their taxes and.
I think it's culinary.
So that teaches cooking.
Yes. And she said she loves it. I said, what are you going to cook? She says, well, rice. I was like, no.
Rice?
Rice. I was like, come on.
1 part rice to 2 parts water. Boom, done.
Because when I took home ec, we learned to sew. I made a jacket. I made
Yeah.
I could make jelly. We made pies. We made meringue. Bread, everything.
Yeah.
We made
We
butter.
were taught how to, select the right cuts of meat, and
Now,
Oh my
I
God,
don't remember learning
culture.
about that.
Yeah, and out in California, you guys have that tri-tip too. I
yeah.
remember that cow chart because nobody else has that. That's just a California thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we're like, what the hell is this? Oh yeah, don't worry about that. That's in California. Like, oh, well then.
Oh, there is big news on talking about steak. My grandson announced that he really wants to try steak. So that is like a big woo, woo, woo. We're excited. So
Yeah,
hopefully.
right. Oh my God. He'll
Yeah.
create a monster now. He'll want it all the time.
Yeah. Well, I hope he likes it because he doesn't eat anything in chicken nuggets. So this is that is huge. I hope he likes it. I hope he likes it. I hope he likes it. It'll just be one more thing that he eats.
So picky about steak. I want it tender, tender, tender.
And that's what I was trying to explain to him last night in the car, and talking about the different rare and all of that. And he goes, "No, I want it chewier." I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Chewier.
Well, you're gonna, yeah, I know, but I'm gonna try to get it however he most is expecting it, because if
You'll
it
have to
doesn't
make
go as
it.
he's expecting it,
Yeah.
he won't eat it again."
I want to try it in the air fryer. They say it's really good in there, so it's worth a try.
I was trying to convince him that he wanted a filet mignon bacon wrapped, because he likes bacon so much. But he was like, "No, I don't think I want," because he doesn't like anything to touch. So he doesn't want it wrapped in bacon. And so, yeah, it's tough, but it's baby steps. We're taking baby steps.
Yeah,
I will buy him whatever he wants.
Right.
Oh my God, Lip Lock's granddaughter called steak brown chicken.
We always thought, I told Purple, we always thought hot dogs were tube steaks.
Tube steaks.
Or man steak.
Oh, man.
I only like certain hot dogs. They have to be beef.
Same with me. Oh.
When I started,
otherwise it just tastes like chemicals.
When I heard how they made them and what they're from, no.
That's why my husband won't eat them. He grew up on his grandma's
get
farm, and they made hot dogs.
Ugh.
That's what I think of Spam. Ugh.
And bologna.
Bologna. We grew up on bologna, fried bologna. I know it's gross, but we put it on toast with mustard or mayonnaise. It's good.
Chris, same. Hebrew National only.
Yep.
Not eat it.
Yes.
I like a fried bologna sandwich.
Hebrew. You like a what?
She likes a fried bologna sandwich.
A fried bologna sandwich. I love that.
Good.
They are.
They're amazing.
It's the same thing as a hot dog.
Yeah. It's just fried, and I don't know what it is, but
it's just shaped different. That's all it is.
It is. You're right. But I also want that all beef.
Yes, I can, if I'm gonna, and I don't really like hot dogs, but every once in a while I'll be like, yeah, I want a hot dog, but it's got to be all beef.
A ballpark when you go there and they're like steamed or something, and oh my gosh, they're so good. Just really good. But I like the Hebrew National. They are good.
No, Lip Lock, no.
No. Meat.
I can't do that.
What'd she say?
She said, how about some nice Vienna sausages
it's
or some potted meat?
No.
The increasing clampdown on which words You know,
I like Vienna sausages.
Do you?
I don't know how to answer that, hush puppy.
I don't really know what they're clamping down on. I mean, we're not monetized, so we have no plan on.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh, it seems to be treating symptoms with no problems. I need to. I don't know what it is, so.
I think somebody mentioned before, was it Dylan, that laziness is a giant contributing factor.
Sure.
And why a lot of people just refuse to learn.
Refuse to work.
Yep.
No, we shouldn't be getting dumber. We should be getting smarter with information literally at our fingertips to be able to look it up and find it out.
Yeah, I'm hungry too, Morris. I haven't eaten all day yet. I've just been sucking down lattes.
That'll give you the shakes.
It has no effect on me. For some, it makes me like oddly calm. Oh, SA instead of sexual abuse. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. That 10 to life, I noticed, she's always complaining about the YouTube filters won't let her upload a lot of her content.
So those words tend to be more of a problem for monetized channels because of the advertisers not wanting to be associated with those types of discussions.
Yeah, I guess. That's right. Yeah, because of the AdSense and stuff.
Right. Not being monetized, it's not such a worry.
Okay, you guys are welcome. We knew there would be some kind of, eventual, inevitable separation.
And why wouldn't we be kind to you anyway?
Of course.
Just because we just.
I mean, we've all gotten caught up in believed bullshit. It happens to a lot. So this is where we all come together.
Well, I do agree with what Jen Hoff is saying. It does desensitize the reality or the horror of the crime when we use initials for things that are truly horrific. I think horrific things should sound horrific.
Right. And I don't think it paints the full picture when you have to
censor it.
Code. Yeah.
And some people, I mean, it took a while for me being on YouTube to figure out what the heck people were talking about. And then you're like, oh.
Well, he SA'd her. What?
Sa? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can't say suicide either.
No, unalive.
That's just odd wording. I think it's more uncomfortable when you say that than the.
I agree.
Suicide. It's an actuality. Like these things happen. It's unfortunate, but they do.
I'd rather they say
unfortunately,
self-inflicted.
anesthetizing it that way doesn't help.
Yeah.
Right.
I'd rather them say self-inflicted death than unalived.
Yeah, that is crazy. I don't know. Are you guys ready to wrap up? I gotta go clean for tomorrow.
Yeah. I've got things to prep.
Yes, sweetheart. I'm ready.
How I know.
I'm awful. I just want to lay down.
I want to wish everyone of you and everyone in chat a very happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Jerksgiving.
Happy Jerksgiving.
We appreciate you guys being here. And we
And
will
all
see you soon.
who are sick, please get better fast.
Bye,
Aw,
everyone.
thank you, honey. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah, yeah. And I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke, yeah, yeah. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl.